At a Virginia jail, a special day was about to begin. A graduation ceremony meant to celebrate inmates on their path to recovery. But one inmate had a different plan. With help from the outside, he tried to bring drugs into the jail. On the very day he was supposed to begin walking a new path. This is the story of a visitor and a recovering inmate and a drug bust that would shock the Virginia Peninsula Regional Jail. I got a story coming out of my local area that I really want to share with you involving love gone wrong, or what wouldn't you do for somebody that you love? When love backfires, when you love the wrong person. I'm putting all of this like it's potentially the guy's fault. It's got to be the guy's fault. Folks, let me share with you this headline real quick so that you know what the hell I'm talking about. Visitor and inmate charged with drug trafficking at Virginia Peninsula Regional Jail. Tried to whistle right there. That didn't work. Holy cow, that sounds massive. Drug trafficking? Take a look at these mugshots right here. We've got Austin Randall and possibly his girlfriend, Amy Carmine. I wonder if Amy had a criminal record prior to this. Did Amy belong to the streets? What is true love anyways? Amy looks young in this mugshot right here. But folks, clearly I was wrong. Amy's 31 years old. Damn. Could have fooled me. I would have thought she was only like 19 or some shit. I don't see any previous arrest for this woman, so it's crazy to know that her criminal record and essentially throwing her life away comes at the hands of a man doing anything for that love. Hey, if you love me, you'll do this, I got to imagine. Maybe that's how it went down. She's got 3 charges right here. Delivery of narcotics, marijuana to a prisoner. I would have thought it was Suboxone. That's crazy. Conspiracy, narcotics sale, distribution, etc. for profit, scheduled 1-2. And then the third charge is narcotics sale, distribution, etc. for profit, schedule 1-2. Folks, this is a diabolical story because it's not like Amy attempted to bring these drugs to her potential boyfriend during visitation, sling that shit over the fence. This was a brazen attempt to smuggle in the pack. Attempted to be done during a graduation ceremony for Austin Randall, who had just completed a drug treatment program inside of the frickin' jail. And for graduating that drug program, prisoners received a bit of a pizza party, a graduation ceremony where they were allowed to invite one special guest. Austin invited Amy and told her not to come empty-handed neither. You better bring that with you. Did you send that? Forget all that. Did you bring that? Amy risked it all for Austin. And in the end, that would cost her big time. Williamsburg, an inmate and visitor are now facing several drug-related charges after trying to smuggle drugs into the Virginia Peninsula Regional Jail in May, according to Jail Superintendent Colonel Roy Witham. Investigators caught inmate Austin Randall and visitor Amy Carmine conspiring to deliver drugs on May the 16th. What a synonymous day May the 16th is. I can't forget it. I've been talking about it for 2 months now. Folks, May the 16th is the same day 10 prisoners escaped from a jail down in New Orleans. How ironic is that? Randall was scheduled to graduate from an addiction recovery program alongside fellow inmate participants that same day. The graduation ceremony allowed each graduating inmate to invite a guest to attend and share a brief lunch. Randall's guest, Amy Carmine, was stopped while entering the jail by VP RJ officers, James City County Police Department, and Newport News Sheriff's Office K-9 unit. Sounds to me like this was orchestrated and set up because jail officials knew some shit was about to go down this particular day. I wonder how they knew. Now, obviously, it goes without saying it's one of two ways. Somebody either told, or these dummies talked about this shit over the phone, over a recorded call, or visit. You know, don't think for a second just because you've got video visitation now in a jail that they're not recording that shit and listening to everything that you're talking about. What did you think, that you were clever and cute? Potentially using code words? Hey, yo, you know I got that graduation ceremony coming up on May the 16th, right? You remember to bring that oregano with you? Hitting the duck face and shit. Yeah, obviously these officials knew something was going down, because it wasn't just jail officers who were there to greet Amy. It was 2 different police departments as well. I got to imagine she was puckered up in a bit of a duck face herself. But I'm not talking about up here. When she got up into that facility with that package up on her person and realized that there was a canine unit waiting to greet her. Folks, I hope that you could read between the lines of the image that I was trying to paint. Them cheeks were clenched hella tight when she saw that canine dog as she approached. Oh, man. It was at that moment that she knew she effed up. The investigation and successful operation resulted in the execution of multiple felony warrants for Carmine and Randall. Imagine what Austin was thinking, sitting there in that graduation ceremony, waiting for Amy to walk through those doors. She's late. She said she would be here. Is she coming? Did something go wrong? He probably had no idea what was going on the other side of those doors. Amy being hogtied and thrown into cuffs, restrained. Tears probably flowing. I didn't mean to do it. I just love him. I did it for love. You got it all right. Man, I can't even imagine. What if she was bucking? Get your dirty little mitts off of me, you disgusting pigs. Tuh. Oh my. Well, she obviously didn't do that, because that would have been a charge right there. She probably was telling everything that she knew in that moment as Austin sat on the other side in that celebratory room waiting. But folks, when those doors opened, it wouldn't be Amy coming through the doors. It probably was a full tactical assortment of officers marching in. You've got jail officials, James City County police officers, even the canine coming through the door. Austin's cheeks in that moment probably clenched up pretty tight as well. Imagine the milling about of the other prisoners who were there to graduate, seeing all of this take place. Oh shit, hey, dang. What, they putting on a parade for us? This is a special, this is a special part of the set. No, they arrested Austin. Austin, you was valedictorian of the program. How you getting arrested? Let me tell you what this story really illustrates. Aside from what a woman is willing to do for her loved one who's locked up, sometimes willing to risk it all. Amy essentially threw her life away for this man. Now, granted, she won't receive a life sentence for this, but she'll certainly receive a felony conviction. And whatever job she potentially had out in the free world, she's probably lost due to the fact that she was arrested and now faces felony charges, which there's a great likelihood she'll be found guilty of or have to plead out to. I don't necessarily think that they're going to be willing to work with her all that much, given the egregious nature of all of this. I could be wrong, but aside from that, what this story really illustrates to me is that, man, you can't trust nobody locked up. I hate the way that sounds. But here's a guy who was so manipulative in his ways, essentially lying all the while through this drug program. Even going as far as to graduate this damn thing. All for the opportunity to smuggle in some contraband drugs. You know what they say? If you're a drug dealer, how do you go about finding customers? You hang out at drug programs, at AA and NA meetings. You're a lock to sell out there. Maybe that's what this guy fancied himself as doing. Randall was charged with conspiracy to deliver drugs to prisoners and distribution of drugs. How do you get charged with distribution of drugs when he never had the drugs to distribute? Buddy was probably taking phone sales, pre-orders. What do you call it? Pre-saves? Hey, pre-save my album. Hey, I got an ounce of some ooh-wee coming up in here. You want some? He probably told everybody. And that wasn't smart because possibly somebody told on him. If that was the case, if somebody told on him, I wonder if there's any kind of consideration for doing so. This is a major lick right here. They don't say how much marijuana was confiscated, but it was enough to warrant a distribution charge. Could have just been like an ounce, which is about $1 million in jail math. Carmine was charged with deliver drugs to prisoner, conspiracy to distribute drugs, and distribution of drugs. Do you think Austin takes the charges for her? Hey, look, it wasn't her, it was me. Shit, me? Sparky sniffed them out on her. She got caught with them on her. Buddy, there's nothing you're gonna be. Look, I made her do it. How? You're locked up. How could you have made her do it? She's going down right alongside of you. And that's a shame. They say Randall and Carmine were both arraigned on May the 19th in the James City County District Court, and both were ordered to be held without bond until their next court appearance on July the 24th. They still sitting in there right now. I should try to visit one or both of them. Colonel Witham stated, I'm thankful for the hard work and the quick coordination of this investigation between VPRJ investigators and members of the James City County Police Department and the Newport News Sheriff's Office. We will continue to work closely with law enforcement partners in our unceasing efforts to prevent illicit drugs and other contraband from being introduced into the jail. A damn shame is what this story really is. Austin, you ain't shit for this. You know damn well this was all his idea. And for what? Just to make a couple of bucks? I did see some other information. I can't remember where I ran across that at in relation to this story that said that this guy only had like a little bit of time left. Possibly something like a month or so. And to know that you tricked it up in such a major way with this. Man, you got to be feeling dumb. Do you think that if they were boyfriend and girlfriend that they're still together right now? Her parents must be proud. I hate to make any jokes, but shit, she a grown-ass woman. And whether he coerced her or not to do this, she partook. And for that, there's going to definitely be some consequences. Sad to know. I wonder if he is able to try to spare her in any way. What if he doesn't, though? Going through interrogation, hey, Austin, we caught your girlfriend. You know that we did. Hey, I ain't know nothing about nothing. Hey, she did that on her own. But he could be the type, and that would definitely be wild to think. Folks, I wanted to share this story with you. I found a lot of interest in this, and I hope that you did as well. If you did so, please leave a like and a comment on this, letting me know exactly what you think. If you find yourself new here on After Prison Show, enjoying this content but not yet subscribed to this channel, please consider doing so and turning on bell notifications so that you never miss an upload from us. It would certainly be appreciated and go a long ways to helping to support this channel. As always, until next time, enjoy life, the free world, never take a moment for granted, and make the most of every day. Peace!